Welcome, welcome, welcome to Tea Time with Kitty on this nice, oh my gosh, nice, sunny, bright day, such beautiful weather in the month of March. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Give everyone a second to get joined in. It's so nice outside. So nice outside. So nice outside. Come on in. Hello, lady. Come on in. Come on in. And let's get this today's topic started. Welcome. Is my sound okay? I hope the sound is good. So beautiful out. Are we enjoying the nice weather out? Hey, beautiful. Are we enjoying this nice weather? It's so nice out. Oh my God, I'm ready to get my month started. It's right around the corner. Do you like my glasses? My St. Patrick's Day glasses. Okay, so we're gonna get jump right in and get started. I hope everyone day is going wonderful, as well as everyone's week. I hope that you enjoying this nice weather. March can be so unpredictable. March can be so unpredictable. So when you get great weather in the month of March, you have to take advantage of it. So first and foremost, for the month of March, as you all know, my tea timers. My mom celebrated her 70th birthday on Saturday. Hey, Meech. She celebrated her 70th birthday on Saturday. And along with her celebrating her birthday, we gave her a birthday party. So not only was it her celebration on Saturday, but it's her actual birthday as well. Um, hey sis, thank you to each and every one of you all that came out and celebrated my mom's birthday with her. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope we made you comfortable. I hope you made you welcome. And I just want to show the pin, one of the highlights of my mom's birthday. And I hope that everyone that came out got one, and it says, you all know, hey sister, and sister, you know that I am a pen fan. So just about for every event, graduations, birthdays, you name it, I like to do a pen. Why am I dressed like that? Because St. Patrick's Day is on Sunday, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. So, this was my pen that we had done for my mom's birthday. My mom is not, so today's topic is traditions and celebrations. And with that being said, my mom, throughout her life, has not been emotional at all. But my mom actually shared a few tears on Saturday, and it was to let me know that a job was well done, right? And sometimes we don't celebrate people because we're not big celebrators, or we think that you didn't get one. Okay, sis, so you will have yours. I will bring yours to you, so yours will be right here. I still have plenty left, and this one right here, I'm about to tape your name on it so it won't get missed. But we sometimes don't celebrate people because either we're not big, or we think, hey, that's not that interesting to people. This person is not big on parties. This person is not big on celebrations. But I want us to do something for people, right? And it doesn't have to be big, it doesn't have to be extravagant, or it doesn't have to be expensive. But please make sure we all know, hey, niece, that it's very important to celebrate people. My dad always seemed to not be someone that was big on celebrations. And when we gave him his happy 70th a few years ago, he was so happy. He was so thankful. So we sometimes get caught up in, oh, I'm not really that type. But when people go out their way to do something special for you, or when you do it for others, it's greatly appreciated. So please, 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 if you have parents living, children living, spouse, anyone that you can think of, even if it's just a surprise dinner in a house and just to have two or three of their favorite people come over or fly in. Let's make sure that we always celebrate people. You don't know what state people are in, you don't know how people are truly feeling. And we sometimes get caught up, and because someone doesn't go out or do things, we think that they don't, that's not what they like to do. Another thing we don't do is we don't invite people out. Sometimes people just want to invite. People just want to get out for a few hours. So if you know people that doesn't tend to get out, it could be a member from your church, a member from your community, or even a family member that you haven't talked to lately. Let's invite them out. Even if they respectfully decline, that's okay. But at least you can extend it to them, because after COVID, people was really isolated and people don't get out as much. People don't even look forward to getting out again, right? So if you can invite someone somewhere to come out to a celebration and have a good time, please do so. Please make sure that you do so and that you fellowship with one another and you learn to have a connection. You learn to have a bond. And as important as it is to me to be there for people when they're in need, is always to be there for people on good times, just to celebrate with no hidden agenda and to have a good time. So thank you to again to each and everyone. As I'm looking at the chat so far, everybody that's on the chat was there on Saturday. And I thank you all so much. So, as you all can see, I am dressed up like a little St. Patrick for Sunday. And we're going to talk a little bit about St. Patrick's Day, and then we're going to show how it goes into something else, right? So, for those that's on with us right now for tea time, can you all tell me what St. Patrick's Day symbolizes to you? Let's see. What got you? What does St. Patrick's Day, when you think about St. Patrick's Day, what comes to mind when you think about St. Patrick's Day? Anybody, anything that comes to mind when you think about St. Patrick's Day? Because I learned some things today about St. Patrick's Day that I did not know. So I need for someone to please drop in the chat what comes to mind when we think about St. Patrick's Day. Leprechauns. Hey sis, leprechauns definitely comes to matter, and it comes to mind. And I'm going to talk about the color green. Okay, luck, right? Hopefully good luck comes to mind, right? With St. Patrick's Day. Anyone else? Okay, so the St. Patrick's Day um hasn't always been about celebrations and huge parades. Okay. And it also talks about let's see, I want to just capture a lot of these things that we have here. Let's see. The St. Patrick's Day celebration or the parade we recognize today was actually a product of the Irish immigrants in America. Parades sprung up in major U.S. cities in the 1700s, including Boston and New York City. As Irish populations grew in America, so did Patrick's Day festivities. During the 1900s, Americans on March 17th, which is Sunday, were wearing green clothes, eating corned beef hash and cabbage, despite it not even being a popular dish in Ireland, and attending massive parades across the country, right? So we just talked about some things that people eat for St. Patrick's Day. Is there anybody on tea time that has eaten any of those things? I've had corned beef hash, but I eat my corned beef hash for breakfast. And but I've never had it with cabbage. And here in this talks about people having corned beef hash and cabbage for dinner. In addition, it also says that despite it being popular here in the United States, it's not really an Ireland dish, right? Did anybody know that? Did anybody know that that's what people eat? Um, you have had it with cabbage? Okay, I've never had it with cabbage. Okay. Saint Patrick is the patron saint of England, known for bringing Christianity to the country. Hey, Mimi. I thought it was a country did. Oh wow, okay. Hey y'all, busy in the cell block. Hey officer. And while we got Officer Brodus right here with us, if you all can please congratulate Officer Brodus. Officer Brodus was made. Officer of the Month. And if I got anything wrong, please drop it in the chat because you got to Charlie to my mind and not my heart. But we want to recognize you for being outstanding in all that you do. Your ability to be able to de-escalate situations the way that you do it. And I hope that a door opens in your career for that because there's so many officers that goes high when others go high. And we definitely need somebody to really be able to render the service because the police is not just against us, it should be for us as well. And you definitely exemplify that. So Tea Time definitely wants to graduate you, congratulate you for that. We know that your picture hangs up in your district um, along with your award, as well as whatever other goodies that they gave you in recognition for that. So shout out to you for being a good person on the clock and off the clock, because we need more good DC government employees, regardless of what you feel you're in. We need more people that's really in this type of service field that's for the people, right? Okay, so he lived in, so back to St. Patrick, he lived in the 5th century and was actually born in Roman Britain. Thank y'all. Patience. Um, he was actually born in Roman Britain, not Ireland, right? So although all of these things come out, we now know that St. Patrick was not born in I'm sorry that he was not born in Ireland, but he was born in Roman to St. Patty, back to St. Patty. And we also know that he's a saint. So we're going to talk about that in just a second, well, how that correlates into what the other topic will be. Is St. Patrick's Day a religious holiday? Now, get this. Given that it's named after a saint, you're probably wondering whether or not St. Patrick's Day is a religious holiday. Although we typically celebrate St. Patrick's Day with focus on Irish culture and heritage rather than its religious significance in America, the holiday has Catholic roots. Did anybody on Tea Time know that St. Patrick's Day had Catholic roots? I did not know that. I was born and raised a Catholic before coming Christian, and I never knew that St. Patrick's Day had anything to do with Catholic roots. I did not know that. Um, so, yes, St. Patrick's Day is a religious public holiday in Ireland and has been for over 1,000 years, right? Now, get this one. Why do we wear green for St. Patrick's Day? Do anybody know why we wear green? Do anybody know why we wear the color green for St. Patrick's Day? Nobody knows? Okay. Ireland wasn't always associated with the color green. Get this. Even though the lush hill would suggest otherwise, the emerald is also my birthstone. It's for the month of May. A beautiful one. Good luck. Okay. Um, the Emerald Lake was the Emerald was actually, you're Irish, okay, was actually once aligned with the color blue. St. Patrick's Day was formerly known for the color blue. I did not know that. See, this is good information because when we look at St. Patrick's Day, some of us say I just celebrate. If you like me, you just celebrate because you just find something to celebrate, right? And then if you like others, I ain't Irish, I ain't celebrating that. But this was some good information that I was able to research about St. Patrick's Day. So if you're ever in a St. Patrick trivia with a lot of other African Americans, you might win because they may not know because we don't put that much emphasis on it. When Henry the Fifth, thank you. When Henry the Eighth claimed himself to be the King of Ireland in the 1500s, his flag was blue, meaning that Ireland was also associated with that color. However, green was later used as the color of the flag in the Great Irish of 1641 when the Irish fought amongst the English. Over the years, green became the national symbol of pride for Ireland. Did anybody know that good information? Oh my, I had no idea. And it just goes on to talk about how St. Patrick's Day is now recognized all over America as well as Ireland. And it just tells you how people get out and celebrate. They also talks about that the corned beef and cabbage actually came from bacon and cabbage. So I already said I had never had corned beef hash for dinner. I've only had it for breakfast and I've never had it with cabbage. But they said it originated from bacon and cabbage, right? So, all you bacon lovers, I know that on the 17th, you're going to fry up some bacon and have some cabbage with it. Now, what I do know is I've seen people add bacon as well as other different types of meat to cabbage, but I've never had like a few slices of bacon on the side from cabbage, right? So what have we talked about so far? We talked about St. Patrick's Day. We talked about how it correlates to religion, and I never paid attention to the word saint. I never knew the significance of that. So now, not only we know that it goes back to the Catholic roots, but hold on, let's go a little bit more. Hold on, a little bit more, a little bit more. Let's see. Okay, someone talked about the leprechaun. Leprechauns weren't associated with St. Patrick's Day until recently in 1959. Darby O'Gill and the Little People was released. It was a Disney film about an old Irish man and his leprechaun friends. The movie was released right as St. Patrick's Day parade began. So it just happened to naturally become the staple of St. Patrick's Day. So that's how the leprechaun got connected with St. Patrick's Day in 1959. Okay. One more point here. And I'm going to need some scanning eyes. Your daughter's a leprechaun? Okay, okay, I can believe that. Um, I wanted to scan into, it was something about, oh my gosh, where I can't find it. Let me get some new glasses. Hey, Chew. I'm looking for the topic on Lent. Can you scan through with that? Okay. And then where's my lip part? Can you check the car? So with all that information, you can take this with you to scan, please, while you're doing. So with all that information, what are your thoughts on St. Patrick's Day? So now I need to hear from you all before we go on the next portion. I'm gonna correlate it with something else, but I need to hear from you. First and foremost, do you celebrate St. Patrick's Day? Yes, no, maybe so. Thinking about it. Tea time. Do you celebrate St. Patrick's Day? So I already answered yes. I don't go deep into it. But we used to go to like Green Turtle downtown, and they would have nice St. Patrick's Day celebrations. And I would have me a little green drink and some chicken wings. You know, I never really did the corned beef hash thing. But is there anyone else? I like to wear green and have a few drinks. Do anybody else, even if you don't celebrate it? How many people on tea time actually wear the color green? Because if you're wearing the color green, that means you have to put it on Sunday, the 17th. You have to put it on Sunday. Is there anybody sometimes? Okay, so if it lines up that way, you'll put the green on. Anybody else? Do you celebrate it? Is there anybody that has like a something that you and your family do, a tradition that you and your family? Yes, that's also my Uncle Vernon's birthday. Okay, niece. So what do you all do? You all normally all wear green and celebrate him? That's a special birthday. I think that's EJ birthday too. Is that EJ birthday, Mimi? Oh, Derek birthday? Do Derek and EJ got the same birthday? You wear green. Okay. And they always say, wear you a piece of green for good luck. And I can't wait to celebrate my girl. Okay, so you're gonna get them all dressed up. Oh my gosh. I already ordered Nala some tights. And I think Yari, because well, no, I can change because I ordered Nala tights, but I need to change because that's Sunday. So it'll be no school uniform. Anybody else dress up for St. Patrick? Anybody have a pair of glasses like me? You can just go on a dollar store. Let me tell you, celebrate stuff. Now I know I'm extra. Yes, both is the 16. Okay. I know I'm a little bit extra, but I get my feel goodness from this, right? I get my feel goodness from this, right? Being able to, because like I'm not one of those like extra fancy people that can kind of um that can kind of turn it up and turn it down. Like I ain't one of those ones that got like the nails all the time and the lashes and the makeup or whatever. So when I get a theme, that's what I think I am. I think I'm a theme setter, right? Not so much as a fashion setter, but a theme. You give me a theme and I will run with it. All you gotta do is give me a theme and I'll run with it. She brought me tea. Did it drop? Can you ask her, please? And I'm just looking for one more fact sheet. I like to be factual with these sheets. You see, sit there or go get her. I like to be factual with the sheets. My mother dresses up just like that every holiday for her team meetings. Yes, that's so important for your team meetings. Well, the next thing going into it is St. Patrick's Day and how it correlates with Lent. They talk about Lent being in correlation with St. Patrick's Day. So, do anyone celebrate Lent? So now we're talking about Lent. Is there anyone who celebrate Lent? So again, I told you that I was raised as Catholic. My mom is still Catholic. So I still attend some Catholic services with her, like she also attends church services with me. So on Wednesday, the 14th, which was Valentine's Day, we went to church for Ash Wednesday. On Wednesday, you go to church for Ash Wednesday, you get your ashes on your head. Now, this is a quiz, and I need someone to answer this right away. Do anybody know? Should be another one. Do anybody know where the ashes come from that goes on your head on Ash Wednesday? Do anybody know where those ashes come from? This might be $1 million question right here. Where does the ashes come from that's put on your head for Ash Wednesday? Somebody has to know where the ashes come from. I'm surprised that y'all don't know. You're a church girl, that y'all. Tamika, come on, church girl. No, they don't come from the morgue. Why would you say what? Who would be going to church to get some morgue on their head? No, they don't come from dead people. Now that is really creepy. You done creeped us out. Now ain't nobody gonna go get their ashes now. Do anybody know where the ashes come from? Oh my gosh, I can't believe y'all don't know this. Oh my gosh. They come from fur. What is that? Is that FER fur or FUR? No, it don't come from fur. If you're trying to say fur, that's not where it comes from. From the church? Okay, it comes from the church. Wait, what? Mimi, hold on. Mimi, what you said? What to what? I'm asking her what your cousin said. So we're trying to figure out where those ashes come from that the priest put on your head on Ash Wednesday. Those ashes come from the palms. Palms from Palm Sunday. Leftover palms. Used palms. The palms that sit on the dashboard in my car, your cousin. And when they get old and we get ready to get some new ones, they burn them and it makes ashes. And that's the ash that they put on the top of your head. And when they put the ash on your head, you were just thinking about that? Okay, when they put the ash on your head, it is in the sign of a cross. So a lot of times, because they do it with the thumb, it makes it look like it's a dot on your head, but actually the ash symbolizes the cross. So you all now know where the ashes come from and that they put it on your head to represent the start of Lent season. Now, when we talk about Lent, some calls it Passover. I was raised in a Catholic church, so with during Lent, we did not eat meat on Wednesdays and Fridays. We did not eat meat. That's what we gave up in the church. However, um, a lot of times now people do Lent and they give up something for the whole season. Do anybody know how many days um Lent is for or Passover? We're going to kind of give an explanation of the two. But do anybody know how long it lasts for? Lent goes on for 40 days. 40 days. My church is doing a partial and it just started. last week. No, Thursday just passed. Excellent, Chucky. 40 days. And we're doing a 20 day. So if you have something that you want to give up, then consider it during this Lent season. Give up something for the whole season. I thought it was 40. Yeah, 40 days. That's how long the season is. Okay. So what is Lent all about and why is it important? Have you ever wondered what people are talking about when they say they're giving something up for Lent? Do you want to understand what Lent is and how it relates to Easter? Lent is the 40 days, not including Sunday, from Ash Wednesday to the Saturday before Easter. Lent is often described as a time of preparation. Okay, sorry. Preparation for Ash Wednesday is the first day of Lent. You may have noticed people with a smudged black cross on their forehead. I already told y'all that this girl knows some church. Those are ashes from the Ash Wednesday service. The ashes symbolize our grief for the things we've done wrong and the resulting division or imperfect people from a perfect God. Mandarin Thursday. I've never heard of this. Okay. A sacrifice. Yes, me. The day before Good Friday is the night before Jesus died when he shared the Passover meal with his closest friends and followers, right? So we know that when we called it Holy Thursday coming up at Catholic, but I never known it was called Mandarin Thursday. Good Friday is the day Christians remember Jesus' death. The good reflects how Jesus' death was a sacrifice on our behalf so we can receive God's forgiveness for our wrongs or our sins. Easter Sunday is a joyful celebration of Jesus rising from the dead to give us the opportunity of eternal life. While people still die, Jesus made the way for people to have a relationship with God in this life and to spend eternity with him in heaven. So let's talk about some things that happen during Lent. The three main things people focus on during Lent are praying. So if you are, this is Lent season, and regardless of what religions you are, in all religions we pray. So we should be praying in this season. We focus on fasting, abstaining from something to reduce distraction and focus from more of God and giving or charity. The giving or charity I was not aware of. So I was always known about praying, about fasting, but I never knew that it should also be a season of giving or charity. So this should be a season that we are praying, that we are giving sacrifices, and that we are giving service or some type of monetary. And when we're talking about giving and charity, it doesn't always have to be money, it can be a form of service as well. Praying during Lent focuses on the need of God's forgiveness. It's also about repenting, turning away from our sins, and receiving God's mercy and love. Fasting or giving something up is very common practice during Lent. The idea that we're giving up something that is a regular part of our life, like eating desserts or strolling through Facebook, can be a reminder of Jesus Christ's sacrifice. That time can also be replaced with more connecting with God. So not only should we give something up in this Lent season, but we should replace it with more of God. And that's what I'm working on. I'm even ordering today, I'll be ordering a virtual Bible so that I won't have an excuse not to get the word daily, so that I can hear it in a car, like I play 104.1, and I can have it deposited in me daily. Giving money or doing something good for others is a way to respond to God's grace, generosity, and love. For example, some people spend time volunteering or donating money that they would normally use to buy something like their morning coffee. So if you're giving up coffee for Lent, you should be finding a way to give back. However amount that you would spend a day on a cup of coffee times 40 should be what you should be trying to give back. It is important to note that doing these things can never make us earn or deserve Jesus' sacrifice or relationship with God. People are flawed, would never be good enough for a perfect God. Only Jesus has the power to to spend to, has the power to cleanse us. Spending time during Lent, praying, fasting, and giving can make Jesus' sacrifice on Good Friday and Resurrection Sunday or Easter Sunday even more meaningful, right? So that was a mouthful from Tea Time today. Today's topic was traditions and celebration, making sure that we are celebrating people, even if that person seems to not be that type of person that's extra or like a lot of attention, but just doing something small for them, just to remind them how appreciative you are of them. And just make sure that sometimes in life, we sometimes give up things that we don't need to focus on family. You know, even if you're not that spiritual, you may say, hey, I'm going to cut out TV every Monday and we're going to get together as a family and play Monopoly. So this can relate to any of our lives, even if we're not overly spiritually, but we need to connect more with whatever it is that we need to do that's most important to us. So again, thank you all so much. You are greatly appreciated. We are down to our last final seats for the bus trip. So if you can't make it and know someone that wants to shop or either just take a nice ride, enjoy the weather, and have something good to eat, we still do have a few seats left. The shopping trip is on Saturday, March the 30th, which is the day before Easter. And we hope that you can join us. If you've interacted with us in any type of way, we try to make sure that we make you comfortable and we make you feel like we want you there. Happy birthday to all the March birthdays. And thank you so much for sipping with a sister. And I will see you guys next week. Thank you.